Okay guys, so I'm going to fix this car, but to fix it I have to take it apart, and I have a tissue in the vise so that I don't tear up the paint on the car. This car is old, so it has smaller rivets, so it's easier to take apart. It's faster, I should say. It's faster to take apart. Well, I would like to think that that was enough, but it was not in the front. The headlights really contribute to keeping the car together as well as the rivets. So there's the body of the car. The body of the car is in good shape. I don't need to do anything there. Seats are also in good shape. So I can just put everything back together there. Now the back here, as you can see, it's missing the back wheels. And since this is kind of a dune buggy type of off-road car, it can have bigger tires in the back. And as long as these matchbox wheels, as long as I can get the axle in there. Oh, I need to file a little bit. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to show that because that would be really boring. I forgot, because I always just pull out these files because I'm used to it. A Dremel would probably work good, and I've got one out in the garage. So I'll be right back. Got the Dremel out. Now this shouldn't take very long. Just making sure that's the right thing to do. Yep. Seems to be working good. So I would like to assume that I've done that enough. And it looks like I have. So give me a minute. So the thing I liked about this car was that I knew it would be easy to work with because of the way the axles are put in. So all I gotta do is pry this little thing back enough to get the axle in there. And these axles are very easy to bend, so I have to be careful I don't break the plastic or the axle. like I just did. So now I gotta fix that, and that tells me I didn't do this enough. If it did that, they got caught back here on the back part, so that's my next thing to file. So I'm still working on it, but I've got it down to where I needed to be. I lost control for a second there and clipped off part of the tail light, so now I get to try to make that even on the other side so that it still looks halfway decent. I'm not real thrilled with the way the back end looks anyway for this type of vehicle, so I could just cut them off, but I don't want to do that because it takes away from what the car's supposed to look like. So I'm trying to do my best, and I've made a big mess, but whatever. But see how it clears it there now? Now I have to, obviously, I still have to do that on this side. But, it's getting there. So there's where I'm at now. It got hot and kind of melted right there, but close enough. It fits now. Doesn't look 100% right, but it fits. So now I'm going to put them together, and hopefully it fits this time. And if not, I'll pop the axle out again and file some more. So I've got it put back together now, or put the axles in, and they clear everything now. Didn't roll exactly right, but I've had this axle a long time. As long as it's got rear wheels, that's better than not having any wheels at all. If I oil it a little bit, it might go a little better. So now I'm going to put the car back together. Oops. If I can get it over the headlights, I'll be proud of myself. Okay. Now I want it to go together. That's why. Oh. I have some more filing to do. Now the body hits the wheels. I didn't know the body did that. I don't think I'll file. I think I'll just cut them off because there's no functionality of them anymore. I'll have to file this down later on, but well, maybe not. Oh, nope. It broke off clean. That's good. That's what I want it to do. That one's not going to. Oh, yay. It did. So now I'm going to get a brown marker in case you can see that once I put the car back together. I'll get a brown Sharpie and just, kind of roughly make it look like it's not white. There we go. Now I could paint shocks on it and everything while it's taken apart, but I'm not going to bother with all the extra stuff. I figure if I can get it back together good, that'll be my first thing. If I had some rubber tires, I would have put rubber tires on the back of it, but I did not. Or I do, but I am saving them for something else. I hope this goes together now. And well, it's stuck on something or another. Let me look at it. I didn't expect that. See the let me get something to point with. See the spacers right there on the wheels? Originally, this car did not have any spacers on the wheels, so that's what the body keeps getting stuck on. So now that's what I get to do, is file down the body to get the thing to fit right. Well, I almost put it back together without the seats in it. But I've almost got this where I need it. I hope it is where I need it, actually. I'm just not too sure that it is. But we won't find out till I get it over the lights. It went on even that time, so that's promising. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't have the rivets lined up. That's the problem now. I hope. No, that's not the problem. So I have more filing to do, it looks like. Yep. Let's try this again. The time that it finally fit together, I didn't put it completely back together because I thought I was going to have to take it apart again. So well, that's bad. This is even worse. Now let me see if I have front wheels. Found these old Matchbox wheels, and since they have spacers on them, guess what I have to do to the front again. So there's how much I've filed off on this side versus this side. There. I got it, I think, and I hope. See? I got it. Had this extra set of wheels here because if I couldn't get these to fit, I knew those would fit, but I think these will look better anyways. See how they go. I had to straighten this axle before I could use it, so hopefully I don't bend it again. Well, I didn't bend it, I just pulled it out of the thing again. I mean, that looks kind of funny, but I don't know what else to do, so I can put my car back together, and I think we're done. I forgot to file down the body. So now those spacers are sitting on the body. So now the chassis is good. I probably should file the back part down a little bit more, and I might. But my main focus is the body of the car now. I have to file it down so that the spacers on these wheels fit. Because see, the original wheels had no did not have spacers on them. And the wheels I put on it do. So I have to file it down so that everything fits and rolls and works properly. So I ran the Dremel around the front bumper just so it looked like chrome. I think it looks pretty good. Well, I have absolutely made a mess on my hand, on the table, all over the Dremel. Okay guys, so the camera cut out, which was kind of annoying. So I never did get to show you guys the finished product of this car. You didn't get to see me grind the front bumper around so that it looked like it was chrome. You didn't see me paint the headlights again, or paint the black part on the headlight mount so that it looked halfway decent. Let's see. I painted the tips on the tailpipes black so it looked like they were actual pipes. I painted the bead locks on both of the back wheels chrome. And then I grinded and grinded and grinded the front of this car so that those spacers would work. I mean, I don't even know how long I grinded on this car, but it seemed like I grinded forever on it before I got it to work right. And you really can't see, and I've already glued it back together, so I can't take it apart and show you. I could, but I don't want to. I lost control of the Dremel right there and chipped off some paint, but for the most part the car stayed in relatively good shape. I purposely grinded the shocks silver in the front so that they would look like silver shocks. Now in the back I didn't do that because they weren't really detailed enough to do that. But this is from 1980. Let me see if I can show this. It's from 1980. It's a Kenner Productions in Cincinnati, Ohio. And yeah, come on, focus. Fast 111s. I suppose that's the series this thing was in. I don't know. Until I had this car, I'd only heard of Kenner Productions once or twice. And as you saw in the video, I had to grind a bunch out of the front end of the chassis here. And because the front wheel broke. The front axle on this car was so rusty that it just broke. So they're both Matchbox wheels. These are newer ones, and these are older ones that they used on like ambulances and Corvettes and everything. I think these came off of a Blazer. I know these came off the ambulance, but just kind of, you know, parts from old cars that I'd taken apart or they were busted up or something. But I grinded the back part of the car a lot, as I was showing you in the video, and tried to even out. I chipped the tail light right there on the left, so I tried to even it out on the right. It didn't really go as planned. The plastic heated up and just kind of, can you see? It kind of just melted right there. So there we go. There's the Kenner Productions Dune Buggy. Hope you like it. Tell me what you think about it in the comments below, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any more questions about it, feel free to ask. It rolls pretty good. Let me adjust my camera.